What's going on, everybody? Live Farmer 73 here. First words I spoke out loud this morning. Anyway, I'm going to hurry up and try to get this chicken coop up. It's going to be 90 something degrees today. And I got the chickens down here in this little pen down here. And I got about, I don't know, I think it's like 5 or 6 of them in there. And I've been letting them free range, getting them used to that little pen, letting them free range and everything else. And at the same time, good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning. And now it's time to get them in this big pen because it be so hot and those birds are so big. They're literally, I open that little coop up and have some fried chicken. All right, good morning. So I said I was gonna go live Sunday, but all kind of stuff happened yesterday. Just all kind of stuff. It was 105 degrees or something. Man, everything went haywire. So right now, let me take this off and save my coolness. My bug swatter. Everything went haywire yesterday. So before I get going, what's that all about? Before I get going, do I got any question? You see the sweat all on me? That's all right. Yeah, it's 100. Yeah, it was 100. It was like 105 yesterday. Literally, I cut the AC on in the RV, and I got so much to talk about. Running the AC. Let's talk about that real quick. Running the AC in the RV, if you dealing with just solar, I'm not gonna say it's impossible, but it's stupid. You need enough solar panels. You need enough solar power backup. This is where I was telling you guys to practice your preps. And everybody was like, oh, can it run an AC? In a grid down situation, if it's life threatening, a lot of these generators will run what is this? I'm coughing up my confessions. A lot of these solar power generators will run the AC, okay? If your air conditioner is pulling 1,200 watts, which this 5,000 BTU air condition was, well, this is, the ones on top of the RV pulls 1,200 watts. 1,200 watts. I do need some coffee. I haven't had no coffee yet. I knew I better get up early and start before the sun come up and burn me down. But that thing is pulling 1,200 watts. If you have a solar power generator that's only 2,000 watts, you're gonna run that generator for 1 hour, probably some change. So you got a lot to think about. So I also have one of those standing ACs in there. Even though I have those 2 big monsters on top of the RV, it's only me out here right now. If Lady Leah was here like she was the other day, I would be running them. If not, you don't need that. So in a real grid down situation, man, you got to come up with other stuff. You got to start thinking about taking off some clothes. You got to think about, a box fan. And you got to even get all way back with the fan, the church fan. Bust the church fan out. Do whatever you can. But running AC, I don't care how much solar power you have. Running your AC is almost stupid because you're going to use all of your emergency backup power trying to, what's the word I'm looking for? You're going to use up all your backup emergency power trying to stay pampered, because that's what it is. It's pampered because, listen, air conditioning, I grew up without air conditioning. A lot of people did. And now everything we do, you gotta be in an air conditioned climate no matter what. They even build houses and buildings to the code of it has to have air conditioning. Check this out. If you leave one of these houses for too long and it's abandoned, it will literally, um, with all the political stuff going on right now, I don't want to say that. It will crumble in on itself, right? Because it's supposed to be temperature controlled. The dry rock and everything else that you put up, drywall and everything else that you put up, and the floorboards and everything, all the crappy, shoddy materials that houses is built with these days, if it's not in a temperature controlled setting, then that house will literally, mold will start growing. Um, the boards will start buckling and bowing. The drywall will start crumbling. They didn't used to build houses like that. That's why we can find houses from 100, 200, 300, 400 years ago. We can still literally walk in them and live in them with no air conditioning. But a house that you just built like last year, if you leave that house abandoned for 1 year, it will almost need to be torn down because it's made out of junk. That's neither here nor there. That's my situation with the AC. So yesterday was like trying to stay cool out here, and the day before that was the same thing. Anyway, um, I'm just gonna get right. Oh yeah. Oh. How did I leave out? How did I leave this out? I got stung up by some wasps. I've never, I've never been. Well, I ain't gonna say I've never been stung by a wasp. I got maybe I was a little bitty kid, and I was sitting out about to go live. I can't make this up. It was dusk. I was watching T-Nog, the New Orleans gardener. I was watching her, and I had the grill going, I had the lights going, I had the fire pit going, and I'm sitting here. I'm like, okay, as soon as T-Nog go off, I'm gonna go in with a late night live. I kept feeling this pop, this like a needle going in my back. First it was right here. Then it went down my. I'm like, what the hell? Okay, that's not a mosquito. You know, that's not one of them tiger mosquitoes. This is something else. I literally, it felt like somebody had a needle and was jabbing it in me real slow to the point, I kid you not, I didn't do this. You know what the first thing I did? I turned around and looked to see who's behind me. That's how crazy that felt. So I got stung up my back, and I'm out here by myself, so I had to deal with that. That was crazy. What's up, Sunday Backyard Farmer? What's up, brother? But that's one of them things where out here, if you off grid or if the lights go out and the power go out and you by yourself, what provisions do you have to take care of yourself? Sounds like an ant. That wasn't an ant. It was a wasp. As a matter of fact, when I finally did this morning, I came out and there was a dead wasp on my mat right where I was sitting at. That had to be it. Once I looked at it, I said, that's what was getting me right there. So this is what I'm gonna do this morning, you guys. I got my popcorn poppers out here, one on my hip, one on my trip, and then what we're gonna do is we're going to set up this cage. I got to get it back up, y'all. It's not gonna be pretty, but I got to get it back up. Did you put the chickens back up? What does that mean? Okay, so this what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do a piece, and then I'm gonna talk to y'all because this is what I gotta show you. All right. First, I gotta tell you my plan first. Let me get over here so I can tell you my plan a little better. Ooh, it's nice over here in the shade. My plan is this. I'm gonna have my starter garden gonna be right here. So I'm gonna plow this up probably this week. This gonna be my starter garden from my raised bed tanks all the way down here is gonna be my starter garden. And then the rest of this I gotta get rid of because this is where my orchard is gonna be straight across here. So my chicken coop, I done planned it out where I want my coops right next to the garden. So I can scoop that chicken poop and put it right into my garden, feed the garden. So that's the plan. I really actually prefer it to be up here. And I might even just change my whole plan. Because as you can see, you know what? We're gonna change our whole plan. Now that I'm looking at it better from this angle, this is the only angle I ain't seen it from. If my coop is up here with the tanks can go somewhere else. But if the coop is right here and the garden is here, is flowing downhill like this, that chicken poop, when it rains, will run down and give my garden a liquid feed. I don't feel like moving them tanks. So we gonna move the damn tanks. I wouldn't have started this video yet if I would have. And they full of water. Dang. Okay. They full of good water too. We'll move it later. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna set this coop up and then we'll move it later when I bring the other coop out because I'm gonna hook them up together. But I want them going straight across right there so all of that poop will come down and feed my garden. So right now we just gonna do what we came out to do. Sometime if you think about stuff too long, you will think too hard. As a matter of fact, I'm not even gonna set it right here. I'm gonna set it up here next to the tanks because all I'm gonna do is just scoot that son bitch over. That's what I'm gonna do. I know this is all crazy, but this is the kind of stuff that I be going through when I'm out here trying to figure stuff out. So I'm gonna show y'all. I'm gonna show y'all how I don't got my mic. I left it in the RV, so I'm gonna show you how this set up, and I'm gonna show you what I do. These are everything right now. Geese. What you talking about, geese? Who is that? What's up, motivation? Geese. Maybe I missed something. All right, I can't read that. Let's get going. I'm trying to figure something out. This is the best part of this. I like doing this because it's easy to set up. This is why I like to just fold them over instead of take them completely apart. Because you can unfold them like that until you get your other piece on, it'll hold itself up. Okay, see that? It can hold itself up if I leave it in like a A shape. So now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna add a back onto here. Oh, this is gonna be perfect because I'm gonna add the other one right here. This is perfect. This is perfect. So, this is so sweet. Let me make sure. Okay, this ain't the one with the door. I want the one with the door because when I add the other one to this, it's gonna come across. Yeah. It's gonna come across. Just hang on, y'all. You're not gonna put in the ground. This one has the walk-through door to it. So when I hook both of the cages together, the chickens can run back and forth through one gate. Then I'll be using the other gate to do something completely different. There we go. There we go. Okay. So as you see now, perfect. I gotta move this back. Door. Here's the one with the door on it, the front door. I'm gonna give y'all a better angle. Give y'all a better angle of that. So here's the one with the front door. Forgot we going downhill. I'm gonna do the same thing with this. Any questions so far? Real quick, before I get back cracking. Can that be electrified? You would not want to do that. And then when you electrify fences and gates and stuff, you also need to check with your local municipality and see how legal that is for your area and for whatever you're doing. Right, Fruity Loop, you said mobility, that's why you like this model. Let me tell you something about this. And listen, I'm not endorsing them. I'm not affiliated with them, but I love this cage and I'm gonna tell you why. Because you can turn it into anything. It's like Lego blocks. I can make this as big as I want it, as long as I want it, anything. And here's the sweetest part that I forgot to mention last week. You can just buy extra panels as you go. You don't have to buy a whole kit. You can buy extra panels because what I have is extra panels from my old chicken coop just like this, but it didn't have a roof. So now I can go and buy a roof to put on there for about $80. And then I have even a bigger extension. You can keep buying these and buying these and buying these, just keep extending them as long as you want this run to be. If you live in an area where you just can't let your chickens run free, you really want to listen to me. I've been building chicken coops for almost 15 years. Literally, I've been building them from scratch. By the time you end up using your lumber, these days, by the time you end up paying for lumber, nails, screws, roofing, whatever kind of roofing you plan on putting in, by the time you done, your siding, what you gonna enclose it in, by the time you done paying for that, I promise you, you're gonna pay more for that than you will this. If you have a decent flock of birds, you're gonna pay more for that lumber and all that material to build a decent size, let's say this is 8x8. To build an 8x8 chicken coop, you're gonna pay way more than it will be to just buy this. And then you can just keep adding on to this. And here's the other thing. This will last longer than your chicken coop. I know that sounds crazy, but it's true. This is all steel, no plastic in it, all steel. So all you really got to do is deal with people who are like, well, it'll rust out. Wood will rot. If you make your chicken coop out of treated lumber, if you make your chicken coop out of treated lumber, let me tell you something. One time I had a chicken just out there dead. Nothing had got it, nothing. I looked at the chicken, nothing had bit it, nothing had killed it, nothing. I'm like, I checked the vent to see if it was egg bound, nothing. But that was the chicken. It always used to peck through this hole because little bugs used to be in this one little hole. And it kept pecking and kept pecking, kept pecking. And I'm looking like every time she pecked that doggone wood, that oil of whatever they treat the wood with would kind of seep out a little bit, you know. I looked, I said, I bet you that killed that bird. I bet you that's what killed that bird. No other chicken I had pecked at that doggone treated wood. Long story short, if this rusts out, you can turn around and quickly weld a new piece onto it. If one of these posts at the bottom that actually touches the ground rust out, cut it off, put another pipe down there, tack weld it on there, you done. I've done it. It's like bzz, 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 bzz. Nobody will ever know. If I showed you my other one, you won't even know. So they'll outlast you, and it's worth the investment if you're serious about your birds, which right now everybody should be. If you got rabbits, if you got birds, chickens rather, ducks, geese, whatever, I'm telling you, don't go shoddy on this one. You're gonna have to spend a little money on this one. The reason I say that is there's nothing worse than losing your birds, coming out there and see a doggone crime scene all over your farm or your homestead because you was slipping. Like, oh, that'll last. I'm gonna put a brick up to that door. That'll be okay. And then, frankly, some of us got neighbors that like to come and take chickens. I know that sounds crazy, don't it? But watch this. Some of us got neighbors that will come and steal your chicken. This one locks. So here's my door. So you know you can put your padlock in here and lock this door. So if you got those kind of neighbors, you know what I'm saying. So okay, so this is where things get real interesting. Okay, I'm gonna bring you on this side. We'll start with this side. Okay, this is where it get interesting because I'm about to connect the front panel to the side panel. If you're by yourself, these work. So this is all I'm gonna do. Side panel, front panel. This is just so stuff don't start falling down on me because I'm doing this by myself. That's it. It ain't got to be super tight, but just snug. Y'all see that? So now my corners is tight. I'm by myself and I don't need no help. If you don't have zip ties in your pack for your prepping, you slipping. Okay, all I'm doing is straightening it out a little bit. Now see, now that I got each side connected with that zip tie, I can straighten them out now without them falling. Now I'm gonna do the same thing to this side corner. Same thing. See if y'all can see that. Any questions so far? I'm looking now. That's it. I'ma just, now, it's pretty much solid. See this? Pretty much solid until I get a chance to do whatever I want to do with it. Zip ties are everything in my household. Until I can get the tools to, all the stuff that I need for them is in this bucket over here to put them together. But in the meantime, we good. So normally I will put the back end on, but this is where stuff get a little crazy, a little weird. Okay. I'm gonna attempt to put this roof on. That's when stuff gets stupid. Okay, let me see. All right, let's try to get this roof on. Believe me, y'all, this is the best for the money. Again, I'm not affiliated. I just know what worked. Okay. I gotta find my... All right. Once I get my roof up there, the roof slides up there. So that's why I said it's gonna be a little trip. So let me show you. Take these off for a minute. You slide the roof on, and then you just add this last panel on, and then we can just put all of these clamps back on, and we're done. Hell, I'm 75% done right now. This is why, there go that slurry. This is why I like this thing. See, none of this was planned. I was just like, I gotta get this up today. And either I can sit here and try to do a whole recorded video and edit it and all that crap, or I can just get it up and just do my best. Hold on, if y'all got any questions, let me know. I'm coming back in. I'm gonna take a break so I can answer some questions if y'all can hear me. You can't misplace this stuff out here. You will never find it. That's why I'm trying to be so meticulous with all the parts. You don't want to lose nothing out here. Any questions so far? After I take these bolts off, we're gonna sit down for a second. We're gonna see what y'all talking about. Okay. Make sure them questions come out. Where is your new homestead at? Next to Jesus. Okay. All right. Let's go on here and try to knock this out. This might be disastrous, but I need to give it a shot. Okay. Yeah, I got a feeling this might not be as smooth as I wanted it to go. But is it ever that smooth? So I'm gonna start from this side and try to. So this is stupid, but my goal is to. This has notches on each side that holds onto the rails, right? This isn't perfectly square, so that might get a little crazy. But my plan is to just slide this over the top, and once it stops, I'll be good. Let's give it a shot. Y'all let me know if y'all see cow cat. Okay. Again, this is why I keep these together. I can already see that this might not float. I'm trying to see. One, over that way. Okay, okay. I see what I'm doing. I see what's up. The side panels need to come inward, not outward. I got them on the outside and they need to be on the inside. This where them zip ties come in handy. Them zip ties is everything. There we go. Now it can match up even with the roof. Now getting it over the hump gonna be a trip. If y'all could see this, my panel is caught. The panel is caught between the two wedges. Okay. Almost. Almost. We was close, but no cigar. I was like, yes. And then I know y'all could probably see this panel started sliding back. And I was like, oh. So that's all right. We gonna get it. We gonna get it. Any questions so far? Let me see. Matter of fact, let's take a break. No. We ain't taking no damn break. Tired of taking breaks. That's why I'm still here. I'ma just try a whole nother. I'm gonna put on this other panel then. Make it more square so it can't move. There we go. Square it up so it can't move. Cause to me, a chicken coop with no roof is suicide. There we go. I'll take a break once I do this. Taking too many breaks. Start getting comfortable. Start watching videos. You start drinking your coffee. Looking in the mirror like, okay, maybe I should go to the gym. Calling your sister. Mess around, end up watching a 4-hour lead farmers. Lead farmer video. Can't get nothing done. Okay. There we go. That thing should slide right up in there now. I'm gonna put some zip ties on top. Y'all can't see nothing I'm talking about. I'm gonna put some zip ties at the top to keep these tight. This is what I don't want to slip. All right. Let me see. Where did you get the fence from? Tractor Supply. Got it from Tractor Supply. So now, hopefully, it may be a little easier to slide up in. All right. I'm gonna try it again. If I fail again, then we'll take a break. All right. Let's try this again. Cross y'all fingers and your eyes for good luck. Okay. 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 Good. We caught. We caught right. Let's try this again now. All right. There we go. I see what's happening. There we go. Okay, I got that one. So it don't move. There we go. Woo! We got that mug now. Got him by the balls. Ah, hallelujah. All right, that's it, y'all. It's fully zip tied together. And now I'm just going to actually let the chickens come in here first. And then they, for some reason, they like to watch me run the clamps. So we'll get that done right now. Let me get that roost. Woo. I'm gonna sit down, I'm gonna take a break, get some water. And then we gonna chop it up. I'm gonna show y'all where they at right now. Then we'll sit down. Whew. I've been bringing all my berries and everything out here. See, they ain't here. I don't know if y'all can see them. Hey. Let's see. Can I borrow a cup of sugar? Okay. Good enough. All right. I done brought one of my beehives out here. Now let's sit down. Have us a goddamn chat. Wipe the sweat off my brow. God dang. It's hot like blood fire. Ugh. Okay. Okay. There we go. What's going on? It's good to see everybody. Laird Farmer 73 here again. Do you name your chickens and rooster? It's probably that damn thing that popped me last night. Yeah, that ain't no fake one, I don't think. I don't know more. Every blue moon I do, but I don't know more. Because it's sad when you start naming them. Roosters maybe. Roosters maybe, but not the hens anymore. Not too much. I used to be crazy with that, but I stopped doing that because now I want a lot of chickens. Like, they ain't for show. Let's put it like that. What's up, Rucker Homestead? See, I see you working a good sweat. Hey, I ain't even began. I haven't even began, but you're right. Because I got to get all of this cleaned up, this whole area. And once I get this area cleaned up, I'm going to be, I'm making an outdoor kitchen. I'm making a whole outdoor kitchen because cooking indoors is suicide. Trying to cook indoors out here is suicide. So as you see, I'm gonna show you real quick. As you see right here, I got my fire pit going. I was boiling some water last night, some drinking water. I collected in the rain bucket. So I boiled it first, then I ran it through the Berkey. And I got my grill going right there. Last night, this is the only way I've been cooking. I'm not doing anything indoors. So after I'm done cooking on my grill, I take the coals and I put them in the fire pit, and then I burn as much loose wood around here as I can. That helps kind of clean stuff up too. And yo, cooking inside is ridiculous. You have emergency and stamina, you make it look so easy. Let me tell you something. I don't know about making it look easy, but I tell you this. Your health, you need that out here. And I'm gonna say this too. I know this is about the chicken coop, but I am gonna say this. Your stamina and your health and everybody getting a homestead and buying land, Let me see. Hey, Erica, my fly family. Hey, Gigi. If you plan on purchasing a homestead, some land, some workable land. I ain't talking about some just, a house with some land on it for grass. I'm talking about if you're planning on buying a homestead where you plan on doing some real farming, some real cultivating, some real establishing, you really want, I ain't gonna say might, you really want to look into getting your health game up. I promise you this. I promise you, because let me see. Last December, I probably felt the worst I ever felt. Ain't no freaking way. That's when I was like, man, I gotta make a change. Ain't no freaking way I'd have been able to do none of this if I didn't change my eating habits. I was watching New Orleans Gardener last night, and she was talking about the meatless Monday. And I know people, we gonna talk about something else too. Everybody don't like the veggie burgers, veggie sausage, veggie chicken nuggets, all of that. And I'm just gonna say this. I don't care. I don't care what nobody think. And this goes for everybody, okay? For everybody, you gotta understand something. Don't let nobody tell you how to, let me back this up. If you're doing right and you're trying to get healthy and you're trying to get together, get your health together, you got levels of people that's going to tell you different stuff about everything, right? You got levels. You got fitness gurus telling you if you're way out of weight and out of shape, and you got a dude that's been in fitness his whole life telling you that you need to get it together because it's easy. I don't listen. I'm not listening to you. Number one, you really need to be praying. If you've been eating so bad for a long time, I'm telling you it's an addiction, and you don't think it is. You're addicted to chemicals, no different than some drug user. So that's number one. Number two is, shoot, I'm not listening to nobody. I'm not listening to Richard. I listen to Richard Simmons even. Richard Simmons used to be about 400 pounds. I listen to him. But I don't listen to people like, oh, don't eat the vegetable burgers. It got this, that, and in it. Don't eat the what is it called? The water burger, not a water burger, but the good sense burgers and stuff. Don't eat them because they got high in sodium, high in this and that and this. Listen, let me tell you something. This is why I'ma stop, number one, listening to that, and number two, even saying it out my mouth. We'll turn around and eat a damn cheeseburger from the fast food restaurant and then talk about what's in one of these vegetable burgers. Somebody better explain that to me. The first people that'll stop and eat, and then people say eat grass-fed beef, right? People like eat grass-fed beef. That's healthier than all of that stuff in that box. I'm gonna tell you why you still wrong. You still wrong. Because those farmers, those beef and cattle farmers, do the same stuff that some of these other crooked companies do. As a matter of fact, half of these companies, let me back up. Half of these farmers, whether they're cattle farmers or vegetable farmers, wheat farmers, barley farmers, whatever, soy farmers, who do you think owns them? Who do you think owns them? You can go do the research yourself. I'm not even going to school you on that. There are no more farms like your average guy that's selling his stuff to the man or selling his ware to the market. No. Them people came into every one of these big farms, bought them out, Don't put his name. Don't put his name in there. They bought those farmers out, and then they said, "You plant these seeds only. You plant these seeds and feed that grass and that feed to your cattle. You feed this feed to your cattle." Everybody was wondering. Everybody was wondering back in the day. Y'all remember mad cow disease? Remember that? Where did that go? Number one. And number two, what was making that happen? That wasn't no natural occurrence. That wasn't a natural occurrence. So people, oh, eat grass-fed beef. It's better for you. Eat vegetables only. It's better for you. Ain't nothing better for you. Unless you growing it yourself, ain't nothing better for you. Because all of those farmers, you go to the store and you say, I'm gonna try to watch my weight and do my thing. You go to the grocery store, you buy lettuce, you buy tomato, you buy onions, you buy this. You don't know. You have no idea what them people done to that stuff. You just don't know, because nothing grows like that. Family, you know, I had a tomato that I was talking about earlier this season. This big old giant tomato. Do anybody remember that? Let me tell you something. That tomato is still sitting on my countertop, perfectly beet red, and it ain't even turned squishy yet. It been months. I promise you. I take that back. That part I did lie. It's not on my countertop no more, because even Lady Liz said, throw that out. I don't know what that is. So I retract my statement. That big giant tomato I had, I threw it out maybe middle of last week. Still look tight as a drum. You know, a real tomato start to stinking and smelling like brothel after a while, mushing and squishing down into white juices. Not this thing. Not this thing. I think that tomato it wasn't even a tomato. It was an egg, an alien egg sitting in my house like the gremlins about to turn into something, because it wasn't getting soft or nothing. So when people say, oh, it don't matter, you need to eat this way, you need to eat that way, I say this: grow your own food, number one. That's first and foremost. Number two, all you can do is do the best you can do. I ain't listening to that hybrid bullshit neither. I'm not listening to hybrid stuff, because everything is hybrid. Where did we get this? Where did we get this saying of hybrid and heirloom? It's almost no such thing. It is almost no such thing. Do you know? Do you know? I want you to do the math. Do you know how much of a controlled environment that we have to? Do you know how much of a controlled environment that your food has to be in for it to be a perfect heirloom? Do you know, and for how long? It has to almost be in a airproof, not airproof, but nothing in the wild, meaning it's in a lab somewhere. So everybody said, we don't want lab grown vegetables. Well, there's no other way to do it. You cannot. The wind blows these seeds, and when you see these trees and you see pollen in the air, that is literally the trees making sweet love. How can you keep all of that pollen? Now think about this. I want you to breathe on this real quick. If that pollen starts to make you sneeze and make you cough, make your throat itch, make your eyes itch and water, you don't see no pollen in the air, but you know it's in you. How many people do that? Huh? How many people do that? So imagine if the pollen got to you in the house. You ain't been out the house in a week because you've been on vacation, but the pollen got you. You think you're going to keep pollen from one tomato, from another tomato, from from this tree to that tree, you think you're gonna actually prevent this tree from cross-pollinating with something else? So when we keep saying, I don't look at the word heirloom and I don't look at the word hybrid. I just don't want to hear that crap. The only time hybrid means something to me is when you started splicing different weird DNAs, when mankind has started splicing tomato with an apple and weird stuff like that. Now we got a hybrid of some weird stuff. Okay? Now we have a problem. But when it comes to a beefsteak tomato and a Cherokee purple tomato, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. So all I'm saying is just do the best you can. I ate a vegetable. I've been eating them veggie burgers for the last 2 days. And I promise you, I'm not promoting them. I'm just telling you, I'm looking at my scale. I don't care what nobody say. That scale is telling me the truth. That scale is my lawyer. You know what that scale, that when you step on that scale is like your lawyer. You know when you got a case and it might be a life-altering decision made in this case. Your lawyer come in, he said, come into my office. Listen. He said, listen, lad. I'm not judging you. I'm not judging you, pal. Lawyers. I'm not judging you, pal. But you gotta level with me. You gotta tell me everything you did. You gotta tell me absolutely everything you did, moment from moment from moment. Or it's gonna come out in the end. That's that scale. That scale is your lawyer. He like, look, what? So you're okay. He's writing down. You said, oh, so you didn't eat the cheeseburger? Come on, you did. Oh, okay, and you didn't eat the fries. Stand on the scale. Stand on the scale. Boom. That's the lie detector. Boom. Well, I didn't eat a whole large fry. So it was a large fry. I mean, it was, but I didn't eat the whole thing. So you ate how much of that? 2/3 of it. So you ate a medium fry. I wouldn't call it a medium. That scale is not going to lie to you. Period. So me eating more vegetables, eating these vegetable burgers, because one thing I like about these vegetable burgers, they go in, they come out. They don't come in here and start being a social butterfly with your guts. They don't, these vegetable burgers don't come in and start mingling. Hey, what it is? Liver, my man. Oh, what's up, arteries? How y'all doing? That's meat. When I eat meat, it sit inside my guts. Now, I'm a meat eater. Let's get something straight. But real is real, fake is fake. Okay? When I eat meat, red, especially red meat, it sits around in me so long, you get sleepy, I get tired, I want to sit down, I want to chill and relax. Because that meat go in there and start schmoozing with my guts. It starts spitting game on my arteries. You know? Like, hey, how you doing? How you doing? Yeah. I'm new in here. What's your name? Kidneys. Oh, for real? Man, you looking real nice, kidneys. This your sister? No, that's the other kidney. That's my mama. Yeah, I like y'all. I like y'all a lot. I like it here. You eat that heavy meal and you eat something with some thickening in it, some gravy, red meat, meatloaf with gravy. Oh, cube steak and gravy. Everything got gravy on it. Everything got gravy. And after you eat that cube steak and gravy, you want to go to sleep. This is what they should serve with cube steak and gravy, meatloaf and gravy, meatloaf, mashed potatoes, string beans, macaroni and cheese. You know what they should serve with that? A blanket and a pillow. They should serve a blanket and a pillow with that meal. Period. Because after you done, you gonna go pop that doggone belt buckle. And all you looking for now, look, this that chair sits you after you done ate like that. Cause you trying not to squish down on your guts. You looking back like this face. After you done ate one of the meals. Ain't nothing in your teeth, but you keep doing it. You in a position where you kind of got gas, but you kind of don't. You kind of got to poop, but you kind of don't. You kind of got to pee, but you too swole up to get up and go pee. So you're going to hold on to that for another hour or two. And now you just looking around the house for like, what can I put over top of me to get this chill off of me? Because I'm about to take me a good nap. Hand me that pillow over there. It ain't even a cover. You'll put the pillow right here. You'll take one of your baby's blankets and put it over your chest. And just get some sleep. After you eat one of them meals like that, like mama used to make, you sleepy. I'm tired of that, man. And I can't get nothing done like that. Look here, that one tent in December, that biggest tent, that V4 tent I had, that sucker was, let me see, that biggest tent I had, that mug stayed up for months because I was not motivated to take it down. I was like this for about 30 days. After them meals, boy, you finish. You finish. So, all right, we've been on here. Oh, I've been on here for an hour. Golly. Okay, so this is what I'm gonna do. Any questions about anything so far? But as far as the stamina, get your health together. If you plan on buying some land, I think one of the things that we need to be thinking about too, if you plan on buying some land, you better get yourself together. You got to get yourself together. Because if you come out here half-cocked, you ain't gonna get nothing done, number one. Number two, you might end up taking yourself out. Because it ain't nothing, this ain't no joke. This ain't no joke. And Lady Leg can't be with me all the time. And I live hours away. So, you know, I when I come out here, I gotta stay for a long time. And it's like when I'm out here, every moment counts. Like I got to figure something out. This is my little walking trail, cause I'm gonna take y'all to my walking trail while we go get these chicken. This is my trail. I think I'm gonna do Lashes' journey. I'm gonna do one of hers. Okay, Lashes. I'm with you, Lashes. Okay. Here we go. Lashes' journey. This is one of hers. Everybody watch Lashes. We'll do this. We go on our walk. We get our walk on. I'm gonna go all the way down. I ain't gonna go down my whole driveway, but I'm with y'all with Lashes' journey. Okay. Come on. Ooh. You gotta get that in. This is what I do when I'm like, okay, I don't feel like working, but I do feel like getting a little exercise in. See some deers running. Okay. Gonna run all the way out here. Come all the way back. That's where we at. I'm not going no further out there because I don't want to look crazy. So, come on, Lashes' journey. Come on. Come on. Let's get it. Let's get it. Okay. Come on. I'm with it. We gonna end up at the chickens. Okay. This trail, this whole thing, and behind me, back and forth. I could walk the whole land, but phew. Okay. Just wanted to show you, no matter where you at, you can get your exercise on, you can get your walk on. And frankly, had to make sure there wasn't no snake. Okay, we back. I ought to go in the woods, but I ain't sprayed myself. I will go in there, but I ain't sprayed myself, y'all. I don't want no ticks on me. So, let's get right to it. I'm gonna show y'all where we just came from. Can y'all see that? Right all the way down there where the sun opened up is where we turned around at. I didn't want to go no further because the sun is down there. I didn't feel like burning. So you can do it. You do that a few times. I'm gonna measure it. I'm gonna measure that. We're gonna get these chickens out of here, get them in the coop, and go from there. So they had a bumpy ride. I gotta put this tray back up under there. This is all part of it, y'all. Putting this poop tray in here. Dog kennel. Y'all can see the whole thing. Okay, so all I'm using is a dog kennel. And then I put their food in here, draw them out. She tried to juke me. All right. She tried to get me, y'all. She was like, I'm out of here. So this is why I'm not letting them go so soon. Because now they're used to this. This is gonna go on the side of one of those. I don't want them to get lost. And I want them to get used to the new cage. So all I'm gonna do is literally drag this whole thing down here. I left my tractor down here. That's why it's a long drag. Woo! You can do it. They like, what the hell? They like, this is the worst in the trailer ride over here. Okay. All right, girls. Y'all know what this is. Home sweet home. Now I'm gonna let them out. I let them come out at their leisure. Y'all home now. I'm just telling you. There you go. There you go. Come get some of this fresh grass from Freedom Acres. This is some of their fresh pickings. They ain't really had none yet. Come on. Stop being. Anyway, this is how this is. Oh, there you go. There you go. These the girls that me and Lady Led hatched like last year. I'm gonna leave that open because I'm gonna put a roost in here for now. And I gotta get all the, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. Shoot. There we go. Now all I'm gonna do is get the bucket of clamps and just put all the clamps on like y'all saw me take off in the last video. Yeah, this is a nightmare. Here go the feeding bucket that I made. So I'm gonna put some feed in here for them. Got a lot of work to do. But this is all part of it. The rain came. I want to throw this water out, but I can't. Look, bucket full of water, but that's good rainwater. So I don't want to waste it, even though my tools are in there. You got to always be thinking about that when you ain't got no water source. My creek is down there. I ain't going down there. More water in this bucket, but I'm not gonna do nothing with it until I can get a bucket to pour it in. This is good water that can be filtered. Oh, I got a better idea. I can water this. I can water my doggone papaya. There we go. That's using your noodle. Water my papaya. Good, well-draining soil. Water the pecan that we planted. Pecans need a lot of water in that first few years, y'all. Okay, good on that front. This is perfect. This is perfect. Hang on, I'm about to. go pour the rest of this water. Okay. All right, y'all. Well, I guess this is it. Because I'm just going to, all I'm going to do now. All I'm going to do now is just clamp it all together. Any questions? I know this been a crazy. Any questions at all? Does the cage fit in the back of a pickup? No. What do you mean? Did you see it come apart? Because I don't know if you mean, can you take it apart and it fit in the back of a pickup? If that's the question, then yes. I just brought it here on my trailer. I got a 6x8 trailer. Hey, New Orleans partner, how you doing this morning? I was watching you last night, and I just got through talking about you in health. What type of vegetable burgers and how much land do you recommend for people? I can't recommend how much land you need. If you don't know that, you might want to start thinking about something else. What do you want land for? You just can't say I'm just gonna go get some land. What do you want it for? Before you come up with that, before you come up with the reason you want land or need land, you need to work on that first before you start saying I'm just gonna go get some land. You don't know, you need to do a lot way more research than that. And there was another question. I'm putting 4 dozen eggs in the freeze dryer this morning, a dozen eggs per tray, cracked and scrambled. Okay. I'm missing something. Okay, all right. So late, I've been catching up on your videos. I'm so excited for y'all. You got me back on the grow game. Listen. We got to do the best we can do. That's all I can say. What is the chance of predators getting to the chickens through the cage? I don't know the chances. All I know is I've had that one for 2 years and I have never lost a bird. And y'all have seen how many coyotes, foxes, and every raccoons, possums go through my yard all night long. All night. I've even got video footage of them trying to get to them and they can't reach them. Somebody was even saying, they say, yeah, the raccoons can reach through and they rip their heads off. They do. It's the truth. But if you set your roosts right, if you set your roosts right, or you have a place to go for them to go inside of, they can't reach them. I had mine set where the way my roost was, they couldn't reach them. But somebody was right. I keep my roost way far away from every wall. Look, a little raccoon arm is about, I'll give it a foot long, right? Scoot in 2 feet. Hey, Unbiased LLC, give it 2 feet. It's hard keeping up with 2 properties. Yes, because now I got to go all the way back home to Easley Island and cut the grass. Have you seen any bears on your new land? No. And you know what? Did you see what I just had over my shoulder? Okay, let me tell y'all something right now. That was an excellent question because I've been wanting to talk about it. Um, there, I have not seen any bears on my land. There are bears sightings. There have been bear sightings recently, very close, very close. There also has been a bobcat sighting and a mountain lion sighting. Let me tell you something. Can't nobody hear you scream out here. Any wild hogs? I have not seen any evidence of it yet. Yet. They're all around my area. So I don't know why they're not here yet. I'm going to say this. I'm not 100% sure that they're not here, but I will say this. When they come, it's gonna be, I'm gonna be able to feed the homeless. Let's put it like that. Because when they come in droves. They don't just, you don't just see one and have one hog problem. You got hogs, plural. When you got hogs, yep, you won't, how can I, even if you eat pork, that's too much meat for even one family. That's too much meat for one family. So you will end up having to feed the homeless. You will have to. Like, listen, hey, want a bacon sandwich? Want a pork chop? Something. Because you can't eat all of that. Are you going to place trail cameras? Sonny, let me show you something. I'm glad you said that because I'm going to introduce this right now. Hold on. I'm glad you said that. So I was reached by this company, Fairwood Gear, and they sent me out a lot of trail cams to go around my land. They said, we saw you on your land and we wanted to see if you wanted to test these out. I got plenty of these to go all around my land. I already have some, but you know, so I haven't been able to get these out. The most I've been able to do so far, I think this is the one. This is the only thing, no, that's not it. The only thing that throws me off about these, they're high quality. I can see that. I can't remember which one it is. It's this one. It's this one. Nope. Yep, this one. This is the only thing that I have a problem with. Great high quality night vision. Take an SD card, mini SD. Readout screen. You can read everything and watch everything on the screen. Here's the problem. Man, this is 2023. That's why I haven't done a video on these yet. Excellent camera. This is whack. Now here's the other thing that could change that. Now I put a solar panel, a little solar panel in that slot right there, and it works. The problem is there is no way for the cord to come out and it still stay waterproof. This is going to be outside all the time. It has to be It has to be waterproof. It has to be humidity proof. If it's not, I don't want to have nothing to do with it. There is another plug right here, but nothing can fit in that plug. So the only reason I haven't done a review on this yet, because I'm still testing it, and right now I just cannot get past this. I just cannot get jiggy with this right here. 2023. I like the camera. The camera high quality, take great pictures, photos, everything. Videos. 2023, man. Stop doing this. Stop doing this. Stop making them like this. If it doesn't have a rechargeable port that recharge batteries, or it does not have a solar panel that can come with it, I'm really not feeling it. So I like the camera itself. I'm not going to keep those batteries burn fast if you got a lot of high traffic area with a lot of deer, a lot of squirrels keep jumping around. Them batteries run out fast, and we all know these days batteries cost a fortune. So they asked me, have I done the video yet? And I'm like, man, no, I haven't, because I'm trying to find something good to say besides it's a good camera. Because everything else with these batteries, man, I'm not about to be wasting no batteries every 5 seconds. And then here's another one. I want to be able to look at this from my phone. I don't want to, listen, I got acres and acres and acres and acres and acres out here. I don't want to have to go locate each and Gigi, batteries are not, oh yeah, right. Eco had the same problem. Eco and Gigi got the same problem. Man, cut it out with the batteries. Lead, how is your property zone? What do you mean by that? What do you mean by how is it zoned? Say rechargeable AA batteries, but they're expensive. I got rechargeable AAAs and AA's in my other cameras. Hunting, renting, commercial. Why? What's going on, Jay? Why? What did you need to know about that? I'm just trying to figure, like, I get it, like I get the question, but like I'm wondering how would that help you? Sunday Backyard Farmer, my brother, what's up? Yeah, the rechargeable batteries. I listen, going to hunt out in the woods just to look and retrieve the SD card and either watch the video there or bring it all the way back to the house to watch. Man, technology done went way too far for us to keep having to do that. You know, already got like 8 of those, and that's why I don't use them that much. Jay, just looking to Homestead and wondering how to choose zoning, brother. Oh, okay. I was wondering. So what I got going on ain't gonna help you. It depends on what are you looking to do with your land. That's when you need to see what kind of zoning you're gonna need. Cause we could have. That's why I had to stop you. We have been doing that for hours. You need to figure out what do you plan on. All right, let's talk about it. When a lot of people are buying land, and one of the things that you're not asking yourself, you want to buy land because it's right now it's the popular thing to do. It's really the popular thing to do. It's the smart thing to do. But you gotta stop and ask yourself before you go and even open up realtor.com, open up Zillow.com. The first thing you need to ask yourself when you're looking for land is what are you trying to do? That's going to answer a lot of questions. It's going to cut off a lot of the fat that you're going to get into if you don't do that first. If you're looking for land, what do you plan to do with it? What are your plans? Say purchase one property, zone residential, but no restrictions. You purchase one property, zone residential, with no restrictions. That's fairly common. Thank you, Carla. Okay. You gotta know what you're doing. If you, for instance, I could talk about this all day. My wife is the professional real estate agent, and I don't know all the rules and the laws, but I do know the common sense part of it. The common sense part of it is just because you bought some land don't mean you can go out and do anything you want to do on it. So you really truly got to at least have a etch a sketch idea of what you plan on doing. Like, am I going to go farming, homesteading? Um, do I plan on putting other properties on it for my family and my friends? Do I plan on just building a house on it? You need to know that stuff. Like, you got to go in this with a whole bunch of ideas, and you got to come back and be like, okay, what if I plan on doing all of the above? Because when you do that, it's going to actually either open up other properties to what you're doing, or it's going to close the amount of properties you're going to find for what you're trying to do. Have you moved all your trees yet? This is RV Gardner. Nope, not yet. I'm working on it. I got a lot of them here though, but not even close to all of them. I got about 25% here. Okay, got that one. Rooted in loves Homestead said, Led, I'm thinking about beekeeping. I'm concerned about the bears in my area. I don't want to attract them to the honey because of small children. Do you have any suggestions? If you have bears in your area, bees ain't the only thing going to attract them. Bees are not the only thing that's going to attract them. So you might want to think about other stuff too, like leaving your food out. Look, it's my trash can. It's sealed, and you got to be a bear to open it. But I don't throw nothing away, because food stuffs, when you cooking and stuff, I promise you. Well, let me see. I don't know how much is left, but let me see. I don't want to gross y'all out, but let me show you something. Okay, you see this? Can y'all see that? Look like charcoal, don't it? It's not. That's not charcoal. Well, it is now. But you know what it used to be? It used to be the food that I couldn't finish eating. I threw it in the fire. I don't want food smells inside the RV, and I don't want food stuff out here smelling delicious, veggie or not. I don't care. Because it has some cheese on it, mustard and ketchup and relish. All of it got to go. All of it. Burn it. I could have refrigerated it, but I know I wasn't going to eat it today. Now that I'm thinking about it, I could have fed it to the chickens, but I don't even think the chickens would have liked it that. Whole thing is this. Every night, as hot as it be in this RV, and when I tell you hot, too hot, too hot, too hot, baby. It was so hot. But I closed the windows. I close all my windows. I don't leave no screens open. I leave the 2 roof vents open. Have you found water, well water? I haven't dug for well water yet. I have a stream running in the back of my land. I don't really necessarily right now need to find a well. Until I have my house built, I'm not going to do that, because I got all the equipment in my trailer. I got everything I need to drill the well. But I also have this. I plug this up every day, and I found out I draw more water from with that dehumidifier at night than I do during the day. So I don't waste my energy during the day. At night, it's going to almost fill up that whole 5-gallon bucket of water. Between the rain and my dehumidifier, I got water. I'm cool. So, and I got a whole stream to run literally. I, I, I want to go so bad. I want to take y'all, but I just do not want to get no. I don't want to get ticked up. I don't. I don't want to get ticked up. Um, I got a stream that runs through my whole entire property. Crabs Bayou hurricane ties some type of anchoring system. Oh, I missed something. Have you seen EG4 solar mini split system that can run off large solar system? Not yet. Did you try to fill the 5,000? Did you try to fit the 5,000 BTU window AC unit in the RV? Shaggy, good question. I did. I did. Did you plan? No, I'm not selling no lumber. Um, I did, and I end up taking that AC back and got another floor unit. No, it ain't gonna work. Cause I can put that little tube out my window, out my screen window like it is now. Gravy. Say ticks are my biggest hindrance. My dog already has Lyme disease from them. Yeah, I ain't in the mood for that. What's the name of the dehumidifier? It's a media. I'll put it in the description box below after the video. Let me see. But oh, it was a reason why I closed all the windows because bears. I'm scared of bears. Are you going to have electricity poles put on your property? Yeah, when my house is being built, yes. But it'll just be for grid ties. I'm going to run full solar on my house. I don't want to be tied into anything, really. But laws are laws. Some laws you have to be. So, say our poor AC is going on strike with this heat level. Yeah, they're useless pretty much. Spooning with sunshine. How y'all doing? Say not bears. Let me tell you something. I don't want to find out where the bears are. I sleep with that 12 to my. I sleep with the 12 at my 3 o'clock. I sleep with another 12 at my 9 o'clock. I can't. If you don't understand what I'm saying, I can't explain to you. I sleep with a 12 at my 3 o'clock. I sleep with a 12 at my 9 o'clock. Period. I close all windows. I don't care how hot it is because bears can climb like squirrels. Have you seen bears can open doors like people? Have you seen that? They have literally gotten into doors with handles that they pull or like a Jeep where you got to push the button. I'm like, listen, if this bear can get in a Jeep, now I understand the pull handles. I can understand those. A Jeep, you got to put your hand in here and push the button with your thumb and pull the door. Now I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. Okay? If a bear can do that without breaking the door, oh, the RV is nothing to him. So I need all things closed. I don't leave the screen door open. I'm in the middle of nowhere, so ain't nobody coming here. I'm closing up shop. So if I hear a creakity creak and it ain't my wife, blow. I hear something that sounds like a bomb just dropped. Okay. There you go. I keep 212s. I'm not like what's the name Slim from 112 called me 212s. I keep them because my 22 ain't doing nothing for him but scratching his back, if that. 38, 9, 45. People lie so much about 45. 45 ain't stopping a doggone water hose. 45. Now I should have my 10 out here with me at all times, but I don't, because I pray I never have to. 12 is good enough. 12 slugs, good enough. I don't want that 10 out here because I know that 10, you pop him off, you might hit the bear and you might hit somebody 10 miles away. Or that 308. Or that 308. That 308 to hit the bear, keep on pushing, pop somebody 10 miles away. I don't want that. You have bears where you live. All I'm saying is I haven't seen them, but it's been on the news, like walking through people's backyard. Like, oh, you see, you got me nervous. So I don't play. I don't play. And that's the other thing, people like, I want to be out on some rural land in the middle of nowhere. I just want my freedom. That's great. That's great. But there's a part to that you got to really be honest with yourself with, okay? That part is, man, it's stuff that lives out here with you. It's stuff that lives out here with you. Somebody said, am I still getting a dog? Okay, if somebody can find me a full-blooded, all-white pit bull with a pink nose, yes, I'll have a dog. And give it to me for free. And it got to be a puppy. And it got to be firstborn. And it got to have its vaccination shots and everything it needs. Everybody always be asking me about that dog. If somebody gives me a pure white pit bull, pink nose, ears clipped, tail clipped, registration, vaccination, puppy, for free, all papers signed, I'll have a dog. Say I'm asking for too much. Exactly. If somebody, I promise you, and her, and she got to be a female. All white, pure white, pink nose, snip ears, no, I don't want her tail snip. Snip ears, long tail, puppy, vaccinated, registered, paperwork, female. I will call her Freedom for free. For free. Her name will be Freedom. I will nickname her Frida. I kid you not. Everybody keep asking me about these dogs. Let me tell you something about dogs. I like dogs. I'm not a dog person. But this the thing about dogs. When folks ask me about dogs, like, oh, you gotta have you one. Them be people that be having about 5 or 6, 7, 8 of them. I just feel like, man, that's abuse, man. That's abuse. You can go from wanting to save the dogs and the cats to actually becoming the abuser of the dogs or the cats. People don't get it. I just be like, I don't want to be the abuser of the dog or the cat and the chickens and the pigs and all the other livestock. I'm not an animal abuser. I don't want more animals than I can take care of. I don't want to have to get a second job to I don't want to have to get a second job to feed my pets. You see what I'm saying? It's a thin line, man. That's why I say if I get a dog, it will be like the ultimate miracle dog. Lady Les said, if we get a dog, the only reason I put those criteria up is because she said them. She said, if we ever get a dog, It will be have to be a all white, pure white, pit bull, pink nose. I forgot them see-through eyes. Um, it gotta be a puppy. It gotta be a female. Them was her criteria. My criteria was free, paperwork, snipped and dipped, free. I don't want to have something that I know I'm not going to take care of. Now, um, when you get something like that costed you a lot of money and costed you a lot of time, and it's a pure breed, this and that, you take better care of it. Get a dogo. They're very great. I don't want no dogo. I don't want none of these other kind of dogs. My wife said a white pit bull. I'm not a dog person. But if I get one, my wife said white pit bull. I don't know nothing about the cane corsos. I don't know nothing about none of that stuff. Labradors, and I don't know. I don't even know what to call half of them. I don't even know. I'm not going to even pretend to know stuff about dogs. I don't. All I know is I don't know what's a good watchdog, a good hound dog, blood sniffing dog, a hunting dog. I don't know. Dogos are like pit bulls. They're like pit bulls, but they aren't pit bulls. My wife said a pit bull. See, this where we messing up. This where we messing up. Like ain't it. Like ain't it. I'll if it's going the reason I'm making this so extreme is because I don't necessarily want a dog. So everybody keeps saying, you gotta get a dog. Oh, you a human being, why ain't you got no dog? If I get a dog, it gotta be a freaking magical dog. And an all white pit bull, clipped ears, female with the hazel eyes, all of that. That's a unicorn dog. If I can get that, and for free, if I can get that, I'll have a dog, and I'll have her on by my side till she pass away or I pass away, one or the other. I keep her by me and she'll be in every video. Her name will be Frida from Frida Makers. I promise you. I'm not a dog person. People that some people keep dogs just because it's the thing to do, but they abuse the dog, mistreat the dog, neglect the dog, but they dog owners, and just because they dog owners, they get props because most people like dogs. When you say, oh yeah, I got a couple of labs, chocolate labs. I've heard these conversations that kill me. Couple of chocolate labs, yeah. Yeah, she's going in the heat. We're going to be breeding soon. Yeah, but you keep them chained to the tree. You keep them chained to the tree in the backyard. The dog done ran around the tree so much it's like a patch of dirt, look like a horse track around the tree. You breeding them, but that's how you keep them. That's abuse to me, man. I don't. Yep. There you go. USS albino. Albino. That's the word I was looking for. Pure, uncut. Albino pit bull, pink nose, the see-through eyes. It gotta be a puppy because I don't want to be trying to raise no grown pit bull that already got his attitude or her attitude stretched out. She already know what she want and don't want. I'm be too scared of it. Don't be doing that. Nah, don't be peeing there. Don't be doo-dooing there. I don't want no grown ass pit bull. Because I'm gonna be asking her questions. If somebody was to give me a grown pit bull, I'd give it back. And I've had that happen before. You wanna know why? I'm going to be asking the dog to do things. I'm not going to be telling it. I'm not going to be giving it orders. I'm going to be asking it. Can you please not doo-doo in the house? Can you please doo-doo outdoors? I done seen what them dogs do when they get bored and stuff. Can you please pee by this tree? Can you please let me walk you? Can you please just come this direction on this leash? Oh, you don't want to be on a leash? Okay. I don't want the dog controlling me. Her name will be Frida. Yes. albino pit bull, all white, pink nose. I, I ain't even gonna feed her kibble. I'm gonna feed her the most delectable. I'm gonna spend money on her food. All that stuff with a shiny coat and stuff. See, I'm a person that refused to pay for a dog. Also crazy but true. I will if it's the right one, but I'm not a dog person, so I'm just kind of like. I've seen people on the trail by my house. The dog is walking them. For the life of me, I don't even understand why people give a little child this big, giant, strong, massive dog that's pulling this little kid down the doggone sidewalk and be like, it's okay, he won't bite ya. Man, move. Sir, would you take that leash from your child so I can get through? That's so rude, man. That's so rude. That's so rude. It's to me, it's always the equivalent of, man, come on in this trap house real quick. Huh? We just passing through it. But you know what they doing? Man, come on, ain't nobody gonna hurt you. Man, that's just Pookie. That's Ray Ray. That's Pookie. That's Denim. Hey, man, hey, don't just stay still, y'all, okay? He a little nervous, he a little shy. It's the same thing. When you feel uncomfortable in a place, don't force somebody to do something that they don't want to do. Come on, just give him a pet. He won't bite you. It's okay. He doesn't even have teeth. He's old. I hear that all the time too. He's old. He's a big baby. No. 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 That's a dog. It's not a baby. Every time that happens, somebody get popped. Dog rip all this off. Some lady just recently on the news got her whole face bit off. Did y'all see that? Whole face off. Off. Say I have 3 dogs and call mine second line of defense. Yeah, I keep my second line of defense on my hip. I got one in my lap, one on my hip. I don't need no more defense. And guess what? The only kibble, this is the only kibble that it needs. I got boxes and boxes of kibble, and it don't even go bad. I feed all my Glockwilers a high premium kibble. I ain't no need, and they don't make noise unless I tell them to. They follow strict commands. Here's the crazy part. They only attack like this. All I gotta do is this. If I do this, they attack you. Other than that, they just sit still. They don't make no noise. They don't eat a lot unless it's a lot of folks coming over. They do everything on command. Hand command. Gone. I ain't got to do nothing else. They get loud too. They bark so loud. Some of the Glockwilers I got bark so loud, I got to make sure I got on headgear when they start barking. They ain't like DMX. Arr, 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 arr. No, not no. These them Cujos. Want that. So I'm just saying, it's great to have a dog. I do. Listen, I'm going to be honest with you. I really do wish that I was one of those people that don't mind. No, I don't. Getting licked all in the mouth and the eye socket by a dog licked tongue. I don't understand that at all. But yeah. See people licking their dog in the mouth and kissing them in the mouth and stuff, and I'm just not into that. I'm not into that. I had a girlfriend when I was a kid, right? I'm gonna take y'all down memory lane. Had a girlfriend when I was a kid. first time I ever had a girlfriend with a dog. I think I was probably junior in high school. First time I ever had a girlfriend with a dog. And she used to, get off me, Kibbles. Stop playing with me. I used to sit down to the end of the house like this. Yeah, stop playing, Kibbles. Here, let him sit on you. Nah. Hey, I think it's time for me to go. What? My dad's not home yet, remember? I'm going to do your dad a favor. I won't jump out the window today. I think I'm going to just leave on my own steam here today. I'm not waiting till your daddy drive up in the driveway and jump out the back window today. Today, I'm leaving out the front door with pride, my chest stuck out, and probably will never come back here again. Sayonara. Oh, man, I couldn't take it, man. I couldn't take it. He wants to kiss you. He wants to kiss you. Yes, he does. Gonna give you a little kissy woody. Nah, man. She was fine, too. Nope. Because let me take you to another part. Why don't you never kiss me? Now remember, I'm a junior in high school. I'm young too, so I had like zero filter. I had like zero filter, right? You never kiss me. Every time I want to kiss you, you don't want to kiss me. Ugh. I can't even. What you mean? Yeah, that's what happened. That's what happens. What happens what? You just got, look, let me connect the dots for you. The dog just got done cleaning his own noodles. Okay? He got done, jumped in your lap, played footsies with you, kissed you in the face and on the mouth. That's domino number 2. And you want me to be the third domino? I beg to differ. No, man. You must be foaming at the mouth crazy to think I'm about to kiss you. That's why, man. Thank you, Shaggy. Thank you. You must be foaming at the mouth. And every time I see it, I die a little inside. No. Because you fine as hell. You fine, but ugh, yuck. Yuck on that. So, I think this is, the end of the road. Still I can't let go. It's unnatural. You belong to me. No, I gotta go. Yuck, man. I can't. It was hard for me to like fix myself to, if it was fresh out the shower or something, I can see it, Fresh, I mean fresh, like you still smell like soap. Like, okay, where is Kibbles at? Oh, he's gone with my dad. Okay. Other than that, nope. And then, no. Then I kind of just disappeared. I told you I wasn't all the way right. I just disappeared. I didn't be like, well, it's not you, it's me. None of that. I just, like Batman. I feel bad about that. I did a lot of that in my high school day. Call me the Great Scadini. Like Batman, when Batman disappear, he take them smoke bombs and he's like, poof, and the puff of smoke come up and he just disappear up into the sky. And then the Batman theme music come on. Da-da-da-da-da. That was me. I I didn't want to have a conversation about the conversation that we just had about the dog licking you in the mouth hole. I don't want to have another conversation about the conversation of us talking about the dog. If you don't get it by now, man, I done told you gross. I done told you yuck. I don't know another word to tell you that I'm not dealing with that. So, you know, Batman smoke balls on you. I'm not going to stand around. What did I do wrong? Think we've talked about that already. Again, not having a conversation about the conversation that we had about you licking the dog in the mouth hole. Yuck. If that's your thing, okay? If that's your thing, I get it. Kinda. But it's not mine like at all. Like at all. Like you want to gross me out. You want to gross me all the way out. Let me see, let me witness that. You like, look, I'm a gross lead out. Dude, show me that. I'm done. I'm done. You ever we had a street back home downtown on Jefferson and 19th. If Game Nerd Mom was here, she'd know what Jefferson and 19th is. We gonna call it the stroll. Okay? Jefferson and 19th was the stroll, if you get what I'm saying. So to me, this how gross that is to me. Is this gross? As gross as one of the ladies that used to be out on Jefferson and 19th, the stroll. Hey, Big Daddy, you want a date? No, ma'am. You know, one of those streetwalkers look so gross that you instantly have manners to them. Like, you wanna date, little guy? Come here, young man. Yeah, you're a cutie. No, ma'am. You go down the stroll and see one of them fine ones, you be like, hey, what it do? What it do? Little boy, you better go home. But one of them, ooh, that's how grossed out I am when I see somebody lick a dog in the mouth. You want a date? That tobacco cigarette, you about to cough up a lung sound in the voice. It always sounds like you don't always die from tobacco. Oh, Lord. Like, no, ma'am. No, thank you, ma'am. Come here, what's your name? Come here. And then you just start running. You want to gross me out, lick a dog in the mouth. We may not have another conversation for the rest of our lives. Let me get out of here, because I'm clowning now. I know it's because I need water. I'm going to take y'all with me real quick. Put this post in here so they'll have a quick roost until I get it clamped up, and then I'll let y'all go. You don't always die from tobacco. Man, that public service announcement was horrifying. It made you think too, you know. You don't always die from tobacco. You wish you was dead. They done ripped your innards out. You gotta talk through one of them gazoos. I'm not laughing at people talking through the kazoo, but shit. Man. Ooh, I don't want that for myself. I really don't. Hey. Okay. All right. Ugh. Say you don't. Oh. Say no grass shaming. No gazoo shaming. Right, I ain't gazoo shaming. I'm just saying, damn. You know? All I'm gonna do is put this 2x4 in here, y'all. Give them a little something to roost up on. Then I'm gonna put a board over here so they can get out of the sun, because they'll be fried like Bacon. Bacon birds. All right, girls. Let's see, all I'm gonna do is give them something to roost on. This the other part I like about these cages is you can put this right, 2x4s fit right through here. You ain't even got to do nothing crazy. Now they got somewhere. Now you see how far away I got this here? Them raccoons reach back here. When I put the other cage over here, they ain't gonna be able to reach them from over here. And after a while, the birds get smart and they'll just stay away from over there. So that's it. I'm about to get y'all water and everything. Hold on, they looking like, is this all you got? So this works. Now I'm gonna bring my boards back out after I clamp it up and put back over the top so they have some shade. So that's it, y'all. I wanna say thank y'all for being with me this morning. I got a lot of work to do. And man, thank you. I found some stuff yesterday that I don't even want to talk about yet. Thank the Lord. Thank the Lord. Come on over here. Thank the Lord. I haven't released this video yet, but I want to show y'all something. You see this? Can y'all see all of these berries? I ate all of these berries off of these blueberry bushes. Look at it. It's still loaded. I put this on my trailer. Drove it all the way here for hours. And it's still loaded with berries. Still loaded with berries. So I'm trying to figure out a place to put them. I want them in the shade. I want them in a shaded area so they can keep producing. But that's about it. All right. Any questions before I go, y'all? See, I'm waiting for mine to yield more. Thank you so much, Shaggy. Thank you for living out loud. Game Nerd Moms, that you got some of your trees yet. Look. Well, see them? There, here. Will you do a fence next? No. I don't need a fence. The only, that's not even a fence. I'll put a gate. I'm gonna put a gate up. I'm gonna show you where the gate is gonna go. Why don't you cover your trailer when traveling? You mean with a tarp? Cause I do. Matter of fact, there's the tarp right there. That ain't gonna make blueberries hold on to the tree with a tarp flapping around in the wind. And I got a covered trailer right there. I got a fully enclosed trailer right there. That's my fully enclosed one. That's my open one. Spooning with Sunshine are your mulberry cuttings from the Pakistani mulberry. No, because the Pakistani mulberry is small. That one is from the ever-bearing mulberry. Does blueberries do better in shade? Mine do. That's all I can say. All the places that I plant my blueberries do better in the shade. Did you buy the miracle berry tree? What do you mean? Did I buy it? Does the blueberry bush grow better in shade? Got that one. When you move a tree, how long before it establishes itself? That you can't control that. That's up to the tree. That's like when you move yourself across town or across into another state and live in another house, another neighborhood, another everything. How long does it take you to establish yourself to the point you're comfortable enough to start having kids, relaxing, getting a job, and everything else? It's no different. When you move a tree from one place to another, whether it's 12 feet away or it's 1,200 miles away, that tree takes its own sweet time to reestablish itself, spread its roots, get used to its new climate, new environment, everything. Because now, I'm going to tell y'all something. I'm glad you said that. Because now I'm going to be able to grow things that I wasn't usually able to grow. Matter of fact, let me tell y'all this. Let me tell y'all this. Where I am now, my stores, I don't have to go all the way to Orlando, Florida anymore. I don't have to go to Orlando all the time no more. Nope. Ain't got to worry about it. Hey, Vision, what's up, brother? What's up, my brother? Let me see. You asked me where I bought mine. Oh, you never told me. Oh, that's why I was like, what do you mean by that? Texas, hands in the dirt. Email me at leadfarmer73@yahoo.com. Hey, Homestead in the Hood, how you doing? Thank you so much for that. In New Jersey, you must cover your trailer with mesh net to prevent debris, or you will get ticketed. You will get ticketed here too. Like I said, there's the tarp right there over top of my generators. The reason why my tarp is over the generators because it started raining. But that's what and here's the other tarp. See it? I had it over my chicken coop. I ain't crazy. If you don't tarp it, you will get a ticket. Matter of fact, I've been stopped. I was stopped about a month ago because all I was doing was going to the dump. And I was at the dump when they stopped me. Is there any specific time to plant pecan trees? Right now. If you can get your hand on a pecan tree, which I just did, oh, I just found the pecan tree of my dreams yesterday. Dang it, y'all gonna make me mess around and tell y'all what I done mess around and found. Okay. How many people ever heard of a Kiowa pecan tree? You ever hear of that? A Lakota and a Kiowa pecan tree. If you ain't heard of a Lakota or a Kiowa pecan tree, look it up. I think it's Kiowa. You heard of Kiowa? One of the best pecans, even better than a desirable, because it don't got all the diseases. It don't got all the leaf and nuts or the shell diseases, scab, none of that. Super growing early. Let me see. Roz say the soil in my container blueberry bush pH of 7, and they say it's supposed to be 4 or 5. I got the pH down somehow. I'm gonna tell you this. I don't even deal with that no more. I don't even bother. I'm gonna tell you what you do with blueberries. Blueberries like their roots tight. I don't even feed them. I don't feed them. The ones in the ground back home, when you say feed them, I compost, grass clippings, banana peels, eggshells. I don't feed them. I just don't. I'm going to be honest with you, family. I don't even want to buy nothing that I have to cater to like that ever again. I really just don't. I don't want to buy something that I got to keep on checking this, checking that, checking this, checking that. Every tree that I have back on Easley Island is fruiting. Apples, pears, pomegranates, peaches, everything is fruiting, and I don't do nothing but wait. That's it. I don't be worrying about the pH levels or nothing. And of course, you ain't gonna get like the crazy fruit production that you gonna get if you do all of that stuff. The reason I don't be caring about that is because once you start putting all this weird different kind of feeds and stuff in your soil, I just don't want that in my soil. I just don't want it. No, I'm not selling cuttings of the Keo. I just got it. And no, I just got that tree. Literally yesterday. Literally, it's sitting right here. Let me show you. Want to hear it? Here you go. No, I better not. That's for another day. Let me see. Spooning with Sunshine said, I wish I had the space for a pecan tree. Let me tell you something. I ain't gonna never live nowhere that ain't got no pecan tree. Never, ever. You got to have a pecan tree. I mean, that's food for life. In that pecan, that's a whole meal. Just eating a handful of pecans, that's a whole meal. That's a whole survival meal. Living out loud, which one? I don't like teasing folks, because that's kind of like the girl with the dog lick her face. Ugh. I bet you would kiss me if I wore this. I bet you I wouldn't. What that lingerie is not changing the fact that that dog just licked you dead in the mouth. Here you go. A Kiowa pecan tree to go with my other pecan collection. I was so stoked when I seen that. I mean, I just couldn't believe I found it. I could not believe it. I found so many trees yesterday. I don't even want to get into it because don't even get me started. Nectarines. I found more nectarines, more peaches, more apricots, more cherries. I'm going off. I'm going off. And that pecan, now I got to bring all my trees because let me show y'all something. Y'all can't see. Let me get you over here in the shade. Y'all can't see. But all of this wood right here, let me see if y'all can see that. Can y'all see my tent through there? That's my tent way back there, right? Let me put it to you like this. You see this fence post, the end of the chicken coop? There's going to be a road, a fence that goes straight down. A fence that goes all the way back to them woods back there. Everything from this fence over here is going to be my home. It won't be for show. Everything from this fence post over that way is going to be freedom acres. It's going to be, I don't want no cows. It's going to be, whole thing going to be my whole farm part, the garden, straight down. Straight down, 12 feet, probably 12 feet wide all the way down. I don't even know how. That's probably 50 yards, 100 yards, all the way down. All of these trees is coming down. I can't show you how much. Yes, I can a little bit. You can see the road I built. I mean, the road that I cut out right in here. You can see this road that I cut out right in there. All of them trees, all of these, this big patch, those, history. History. Because all of that's going to be my orchard, and my garden. Let me see. What was that? How you doing? Be healthy and beautiful. I like your name. Say I'm going to get me a pecan tree. Get a desirable for sure. They everywhere. Do you plan on getting a farm tractor? Yes. Yes, I am. But right now, that is not a priority. Not yet. Hey, Grown with Hussin'. That is not a priority. I want one so bad I can taste it, but I'm not gonna buy as bad as I want to do it now. I want my house built first. I'm gonna build my house first. My infrastructure is gonna come later. Like for instance, okay, my brother Eco Neighbor, right? Eco Neighbor had to get his tractor early. You got to understand that because they didn't have a clearing like this already ready. They had to what you see Eco Neighbor doing over there and Gigi clearing that land. They had to do that. They didn't have nowhere to put nothing. It was all this is what they will you sell the lumber? No, I'm not selling no lumber. This is what they land looked like. This, when they first purchased their land, it was this. So he had to get a tractor and start building infrastructure in his land. So I totally understand why he bought a tractor first. Me, I heard ducks. Me, I'm blessed enough right now I got all of this already ready. I can work with what I got. Right now, I need to be focusing on clean up, clear, and have my house built. So our processes is going to be a little almost opposite. He had to do that stuff first because they are literally breaking ground. Um, Game Nerd Mom says, you're going to mark some paths in the woods and leave it mostly wild. Yes, as a matter of fact, I hate going in here because I did spray my boots, but let me just show you something real quick. I don't want nothing crawling on me, and I'm not in the mood for that. But this is number one path, right? All right, I'm going to just move swiftly. Y'all might even break up a little bit. Okay. Going in the trees, y'all. Okay. This is path number one. Can y'all see me? Can y'all hear me? Because I know we in the trees. I'm watching my dang on feet. Can y'all hear me okay? Okay. This is the path that we plan on. We're going to start going this way. We're going to start this way. Go all the way to the edge of the land and come around. I'm going to come around all the way. You can't see the end of this, okay? Imagine you can't see the end of this. Come all the way around and I'm going to come up here. This is somewhere where people was dumping. I'm going to clear this out and it's going to come back up through this road behind me, okay? Through this road behind me. That leads down my driveway. Now, we're also going to go this way. You can even see my tent right there, that big white thing. We're going to go that way, that way, and start a trail that way and come around and come up this way. Now, I'm going to hip you on to something. Now, here's the reason I'm doing that. Because the water, the stream runs from the front of my property out there all the way around my entire property. all the way around it. I mean, literally all the way around like a horseshoe. So my plans, I'm looking at my pants leg. My plans is I want to walk the trail through the woods, leave it wooded just like this, because this is fucking beautiful. You hear that? You hear that? You know what that is? I live out in an area where you can go shoot your own food. Every now and then you hear a couple 12 gauge blasts, especially when the sun is going down, popping these deer. I love leaving my stuff like this. I do not want to mess this up at all. I'm gonna clean out this area where they was dumping at, but the rest is clean. Now let me show you the other trail. Oh, my bad. Let me show you the other trail. Now, this is where we going. Now remember, that's just one part of it back there. This is where the other part gonna start. My pond is going back there, but this is where the other part gonna start. Bear with me. The other part is literally going to start right here. Right here. It's going, oh, I'm sorry. That's not it. Here it is. Right here. Because there's already, if you look, there's already a trail through there. Can you see that? It's already a trail where the animals, this is the deer path coming this way. So it's gonna go all the way around, out, around, connect on to that piece that I was telling y'all about down there, all the way down, connect around the whole land. Don't even get me started. But here's the sweet part. I won't need no tractor for that. I won't need no tractor for that. All I need is my chainsaws. Just take a few trees out of the way. Look at this. See, my trees they're so dense. In this area, this is really dense. But in there, it's not. So all I'll be doing is just carving. For instance, look through here. Look through here. All I'll be doing is say, carve this tree off, that one, that one, that one, and just keep going and start a pathway through there. I would like it to be about 8 to 12 feet wide. I don't want to remove that many trees, but that's how I'm gonna start it. Simple. Chainsaw. Bzz, 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 bzz. Here's another trail. Nice natural trail. Right here. Straight through. If I wanted to. But I don't want to get rid of my woods at all. I don't have no desire to get rid of my land, my lumber. Here's the thing about that. Your lumber, selling your lumber, if you have to, it's a lot of stuff that goes into that. If you have to, I get it. But you got to remember this. When lumber yards are buying your lumber, they don't want all of this. They're looking for specific kinds of trees. These little saplings like this, they don't want that. They can't build nothing with that. They cannot use that. That's trash to them. They want pine trees this big around, you know. They want pine trees that big, hickory, oak. They want all of that stuff. They don't care about this. This is trash trees to them. These is Christmas trees. Game nerd mom say I want to put mushrooms in the woods when I get some land. And woods also are good to have if you want hunts. Yes, yes. So I'm telling you, it's so much stuff. You, I, it's hard for me to get stuff done sometimes because I sit and I just think about how I want everything. Say, get a sawmill lead for building purposes. I just got through telling you these trees ain't big enough to be trying to build nothing out of. Do you have water rights? Yes, I do. Make sure you got all your rights in place before you purchase your land. Um, Look at this. All of my trees are super young. My trees are not, oh, hey, lad, have you come across any snakes yet? Yes. Don't ever think you about to buy some land and not have no snakes and predators. That's, thank you, rooted in love. Thank you. Yes, you run across snakes. I run across snakes at least every day. As a matter of fact, I just moved that raggedy boat that was sitting there. I got rid of the boat, and that's come to find out while I was hooking the boat up to my hitch. Come to find out, that's the perfect spot where snakes come to shed their skin. So I found a whole bunch of snake skins under this boat where they rub off on the doggone trailer to get their skin off. I found about 4 or 5 skins if they wasn't broke apart. You say be careful. Listen, let me tell you something. That's the funny part. What are all the rights to land? I'm gonna have you Google that, okay? But honestly, again, if you out here, listen, I don't got this on my shoulder for show. I don't trust nothing that can look at me and I can't see it. You ever seen a bobcat hunt? Have you ever seen a mountain lion hunt? A bear just walk and crash through stuff. But have you ever seen a bobcat or a mountain lion hunt? You don't see them until you dead. You don't see them until you dead. That's why I got one on my shoulder and one on my hip. Because if I can't use this and get it, I can reach that hip. Right? So I'm just I'm just trying to be as realistic as I possibly can. When it comes to being careful, you cannot not come out here and not be careful, or you may die. Like for instance, I'm about to call it a day because I ain't drunk no water this whole time and I know I'm tripping. So everybody, I want to say thank you so much for coming through. I hope to do this again because I want to go in there. Say sapling will be destroyed. Right, right. When they the land, I mean the lumber yard come, they don't care about that. So everybody, you hear that? You hear it? They popping them off, son. All they doing, all them folks doing on their land back there, they shooting at either hogs or they shooting at deer, probably hogs, because deer probably ain't gonna be out. What time is it? They ain't gonna be out this late with the sun up. Listen, hear it? So what they doing is driving them animals over to my land, and then dinner in the oven. They over there shooting, driving all that stuff over here. Let me let y'all go, cause I'm telling you, I'm getting all excited. I'll have y'all here all day. I really do want to go through the woods. Thank you, everybody. Let me go get me some water before I do something stupid like go in the woods. I want to show y'all the real water. I think I showed y'all before on a video. Stay bucking like crazy. What What, no deer season? Let me tell you something about that too. Uh, Deer season, doe season. I'ma say this. I knew a dude. I knew a guy that he didn't know what doe season or deer season was. Buck season, deer season. Hold on. Replenish my water like T-Nog was saying. Just do it a different way. I knew a guy. He didn't know what deer season was. This same guy didn't know when it was walleye season, bass season, fishing season. This guy I knew, the most I ever seen him with was a fishing license every blue moon. Depending on where we went fishing at. Right? Depending on where we went fishing at. Game Nerd Mom. Game Nerd Mom, I'm gonna say this. Say when you got your own land and your own deer, season is whenever. Game Nerd Mom, all I'm saying is out Route 2. I knew this dude named Jason Corbet. I shouldn't say his last name. He didn't know. If you ask Jason, do we want to go hunting? Come on, let's go. Let me go get my rifle. Tell me to go get my rifle. Never had to take and get no ammo. Have you found any squatters on your land? Now, back to Jason. This dude never had a license to do nothing. Thank you, Jerome. He never had a license to do nothing. But he always had a freezer full of deer meat, a freezer full of walleye and catfish, and his family stayed fed. This ain't my plum. I bought these plums and they so good. I was in Florida yesterday. So good. And they ice cold. I had them in this refrigerator right here. You can see the steam on them. Let me tell you something. Game Nerd Mom summed it up. Your land, your rules. That's right, Growing with Hudson said. He getting his hydration from the fruit and goodies. Yes, that's what I'm doing. Before I go get some water, I'm gonna eat some of this good stuff. Not just water, but some nutrients and vitamins. If let me just say this, because I can't show you, but I've harvested things here. I've harvested things here. let me just show you one quick thing real quick. Just to show you, I had it tuned up. You see him? You see him? I had to bring my target out. I had to get my bows tuned because at dusk, you ain't gonna hear me popping. I'm just gonna be playing that thong song. Y'all know what that thong song is, do you? You can hunt both ways. You can hunt and hear that popping, and you can hunt with that thong song. Cause all I like to hear is thong. That's it. That thong, 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 thong. I don't want to hear nothing else. I don't like a whole bunch of noise. Only thing I want to hear is something crashing through the trees. Where do you get the black buckets? Anywhere. Anywhere. Walmart. Anywhere. They don't have to be black. Or do they? Yeah, that thong song. Let me let y'all go. Nat. Mm-hmm. You know, when I bought all these black buckets, I bought about 20 of them because they was on some kind of clearance in 2020. I don't know if y'all remember me buying them. I did a video on them. In 2020, I think it was, 2021, I think. They was on clearance online though, only online. And somebody said, that's how much I bought these for, about $2. But that was like 2 years ago. And when I say I got more than 20, that first one I got 20. I don't even remember how many I got this next time. The white ones crumble too much. The white ones crumble. The black ones never crumble, ever. Ever. Game Nerd Mom, we waiting on you to come down. I'll set you up one of these hot tents. Any questions right at all? Because I really want to know. Sometime, some of the things we thinking about when we talking about getting some land and stuff. I was listening to Eco Neighbor a few days ago. And he said one thing out of his whole video that stuck with me. It's not easy. Lead. Let me say this too. I'm in the process of buying another piece of land. When might your next live be so I can catch it on time? I don't know. I'm in the process of buying another piece of land. I just want y'all to know. Let me. This is the end of this video, so I might as well just go ahead and front it out. Over the last 2 years, maybe, we've been looking for land for like 4 years. Uh, there you go, Fruity Loop. How far away is my land from my property? That's exactly what I'm about to talk about. And I'm going to tell everybody this right now. I'm not telling nobody where I live. I made that mistake before. I'm not telling nobody nothing. We can just enjoy the ride or not. I'm not telling nobody else. I'm not. Listen to me, and I'm going to say this. I'm not a real privatey kind of guy. I'm not. Y'all know that. My problem is, in the last 2 years, when people come knocking on your door and leaving notes in your mailbox and stuff like that, and I'm your biggest fan, listen to me. I don't know what goes on in some folks' head, but I gotta be honest with you. There's a thin line between I'm your biggest fan and crazy. You people don't have any manners anymore. They don't know when, hey, I'm crossing the line or I'm stepping over the line. You know what I'm saying? And that's scary because that's my family. This is me. I'm a real person. I'm not a Hollywood movie star. And that's scary. So I've spoke about it once, but now I'm saying it again. Let me tell you something. I ain't telling nobody nothing about this one. I didn't mind, kind of sharing where I was before because I didn't think people would be that bold. I mean bold. So emboldened that they felt that I owed them something. Like me and my wife owe you. I don't know what that's all about. But let me tell you something. That's creepy. It's scary. If you do it, you should stop. Ain't nothing wrong with saying hi to folks in the street and stuff like that. It's nothing wrong with that. But when you stopping by their house and videotaping their house and taking pictures of their house and taking pictures of them outside and, hey, I seen you yesterday. You was out cutting the grass. That's some weird, creepy shit. I'm keeping it 1,000 with you. If you ever tell me, hey, I saw you outside cutting the grass, I don't ever, never, ever, never, ever want to meet you in real life. That's just crossing the line. And one thing I promised my wife, I said, this one, this one is off the books. This one is off the books. You know? If you doing all kind of FBI type searches to find out where I am, that's a whole nother ball game. Matter of fact, that's a whole nother level of crazy and creepy. But I can't stop that. But me giving information like that freely is no. That's a no go this round. Now, what I do plan on doing is purchasing another uh, plot of land, and then you can know all about that. I won't even care. You can come and visit and everything. I won't even mind because that's what it'll be set up for. But for the most part, my next piece of land, I'm going to get that piece of land just for us to meet up. When I'm able to afford it, I'm going to get that piece of land just for us to meet up. Period. Period. But this is my home and I'm already doing too much. It gets real weird with all the technology that they have now. I even had some weirdo say they Google Earthed me and put some stuff in their little computer and dot 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 and bam, they found me. You know how sick in the head you gotta be to be worried about somebody that bad. Like, I'm just a normal dude. What you looking for me for? All you gonna find, you probably see me out here stretched out in my drawers or something. And what? That's why I said, everybody keep wondering, you in Georgia, is you in Florida, is you in South Carolina, you in North Carolina, is you in Mississippi, is you in Texas? Ah, man, I'm all over the place. Because the privacy, I'm gonna say this too, and I said this before. For content creators, this is like the new Hollywood. And the only difference is Hollywood people got security. I keep seeing YouTubers, Instagrammers, especially Instagrammers for some reason, TikTokers getting killed because of the lack of security that they have with the daily stuff that they do. Go look it up. Go look it up. Some young lady, and I think she was an Instagram personality. I think she just died like last week, I believe it was. Somebody offed her. Just for being, I don't know why. But imagine that. Imagine you just going in here to grab yourself a sandwich and a drink and some nut job, you know? Not cool, man. Some young lady did it. There was another young man that did it. Then there was there's two kids. One got popped. I think he was a TikToker. I don't pay no attention to that, so I don't know. But he did pranks. Don't nobody give a damn who you is and what your status is on social media. If you come up to the wrong one and they fill you up like the Kool-Aid man, then you gonna be feeling kind of stupid. They go playing pranks on people and somebody popped him up. They filled this picture up like the Kool-Aid man, and now he's 6 feet deep. And everybody like, oh, not my boy, not my son, why my baby? Oh, man, you can't be letting people go out there doing stuff. You can't be playing with people, man, nowadays. Don't be playing with people, man. And the pranks done went so far. It's not, because people will do anything for views. They'll do anything for views. I seen this young boy just kick this dude in the back, take his hat, and him and his buddy playing games, and guess what happened? He's in prison. He got a boyfriend now. You understand? He's washing a whole nother man's drawers, all because you play too damn much. This social media ain't no joke. He about to be in prison for at least 10 years for assault and battery. You put your hands on people in any way, form, or fashion, you gonna get it. You gonna get it. Period. You ain't got enough money like Will Smith to get you out of stuff like that. You're a social media prankster, and you gonna end up in prison with a whole new boyfriend. Whether you into that or not. Social media done went too far, and to the point I start understanding I can't be telling everybody everything. I'm a people person. I'm a very sociable person. If you ever met me in real life, you know I can't shut up in real life either. But I'm gonna tell you this about that. You gotta reel it in a little bit. You can't let everybody know everything. You can't tell everybody everything. You can't tell everybody everywhere you at. You always gotta be watching signs. I gotta start watching what signs if I'm driving and talking, what signs am I passing? Because these weirdos will look at the signs like, okay, exit 23. All right. Here it is. Okay, he's coming up on 395. Where's 395? Highway 395. You got weirdos to do stuff like that and then start Googling it. Man, this ain't no joke, man. This social media ain't no joke. It just ain't. See, I saw the tater tot lady on TikTok twice out in public and didn't have a thought to go up her and say, "Hey, I don't even know who the tater tot lady is." But let me tell you this: it's not bad to say hi. If you say hi to me on the street, I ain't got no problem with that. I ain't one of them, okay? I'm talking about, I'm talking about you at my house, you know? Or I'm sitting down having dinner and you sit down between me and my wife and want autographs and stuff like that. That's weird. That's weird. I ain't talking about normally, hey, how you doing? I see people every day and I'm always like, hey, hi. I ain't got no problem with that. Um, the only one that I kind of regret is this one young lady. She greeted me and it wasn't her was the problem. It was me. I smelt and looked like I was in the middle process of changing into a werewolf. So my snout wasn't all the way out, and my claws wasn't all the way yet, and my clothes hadn't all the way broke all the way through yet, and my legs ain't bent backwards. I smelled and looked halfway mark of werewolf transformation. So when she hugged me, I kind of felt bad because I said, I know you smell all that. You got this on you. With that, you know. Oh, land farmer, hey, I didn't want to be all like, ugh. But I was like, I don't want you. I'm sweating like somebody poured gumbo over me. Some old yesterday's gumbo. So it's kind of smell a little shrimpish, you know. You could smell some butter. It's a hint of butter for some reason. And you know when you on your weight loss journey, all kind of smells and flavors start to ooze out of your pores. But she hugged me and I felt bad because I was in the middle of this and I had to run to the store for something real quick. You know what? Garlic would have been better than what I smelled like. I know she probably like, oh, I met Lead Farmer. This face. Oh, do you know I met Lead Farmer? I'm gonna smell like I needed to dig a grave for him. I didn't I didn't know whether to hug him or sing a hymn for him. I didn't know whether to hug the man or start throwing dirt on him, ashes to ashes, dust to dust. Because that mug smelled like a crematorium in this mug. Woo! So I apologized to her, you know. I straight smelled like a doggone meth lab. I'm so sorry, ma'am. To this day, I'm sorry. But she caught me in a rare moment where I am really in the middle of working and I ran out of something and I had to go get it. And I tried to sneak in the store. I went in the store, where my head at like a smooth criminal. One of these jobs right here. I went in the store kind of like this. You know, smooth criminal. My mission was in and I'm out. I'm in and I'm out. Nope. So it wasn't her fault. It was mine. And I want to apologize to her and her nose for that day. I This social media thing ain't no joke, man. It lets you also know, man, you just can't be going around anywhere looking like anything because people are straight videotape them shoes. Like, what are those? Quick. Like, look, I saw Lead Farmer. Look at his feet, though. He had crumbs on the back of his feet, though. He had crumbs on his ankles. I didn't know whether he still had on some white gym socks or was his feet that ashy. Like, damn, you can't escape. You can't escape. Taj said that's when you run into people. That's when you run into people. When you first wake up, and your voice sound like you don't always die from tobacco. Hey, little farmer. Hey, how you doing, young player? Excuse me. Like I was this morning. What's up, home? What's up? Me. That's when you run into them, man. You run into your old girlfriend when you got a booger in your nose. You know, ladies, that you? Hey, what's up, girl? Ooh, hey, girl. Ooh. She can see it. She kind of looking. She talking to you, but she looking up your nose at it like, shoo. You want to sit down and have something to eat? Mm-mm. It was good to see you though. Like that, you looking like she left. She called me out and she left so abruptly. That was rude. Then you go to the bathroom and realize you got one on the monkey bar swinging back and forth. Like, what was her problem? That booger swinging back and forth like it's at the playground on the monkey bar. Every time you breathe, it breathe. What was her problem, bruh? You look in the mirror like this. Ugh. Oh. Oh. That's the worst, son. That's the worst. So you got to be ready. You trim your nose hairs and everything. Every now and then I get a gray hair look like one in there and some lint. Anyway, let me leave y'all alone. Thank you for hanging out with me this morning. I know I was cutting up, but I'm glad y'all was here. I'm going to go put them clamps on the birds. I'm about to get this kitchen set up, get this area cleaned out, trimmed up, and tightened up. And now I feel like I got something in my nose now. Just talking about it. So, hey, everybody have a wonderful day. Listen, I love you. We all got to do better. One way or the other, we all got to do better. Matter of fact, you know how you start doing better? Use your freaking head. We do not use our heads at all. We got to use our heads more. Please, use your head. Use your head, Lord, use your head. I said I wasn't going to talk about this. I'm trying to remember what I did the other day. Oh, can I tell you before I go, I'm going to give you a demonstration of me not using my head. I thought something was wrong with my gas generator. For a week. I kept on messing with it. Thought something was wrong with my Honda. Guess what? Nothing was wrong with my Honda. I did everything I could do it and everything. Took it to the shop. I told y'all part of this story. Took it to the shop. Nothing was wrong with my doggone generator. I'm ready to go off on the young lady because I'm telling her something is wrong with it. It won't start. And when it does start, it sputters. Well, dumb Donald me, it had gas in it. I didn't do, you know what? It would have made me feel better if it didn't have gas in it. Like Carl on Sling Blade. That wouldn't have been the ultimate stupid move. My move was so stupid that I was just like, I told my wife, I'm taking a break. I need a break. I'm thinking too hard about everything. I'm running around. I'm doing videos. I'm running back and forth from city to city and doing work on the land, doing work here. I'm losing my freaking mind. You know what I did? Let me show you. I can show you better than I can tell you now that I got it here. And then we gonna go. Cause man, this just lets you know when you need to slow down. Okay. Okay. On a Honda generator, you got the on and off knob. You cut that on, right? Then, let me see if y'all can see that good. Here's the choke. The needle is pointing back to the word choke, right? On every generator I've ever had, you point the needle back to where it says choke. My dumbass is leaving it here, and I'm like, it's running in choke. This is choke, because it says choke this way. Here's the arrow pointing this way to choke it. So this way means choke is off. This way means choke is on. I got so dumbfounded and stupefied. The reason why the damn thing was sputtering is because I kept putting it in choke mode. And I kept telling her, no, that's run mode. She said, no, that's choke mode. She shows me the manual. Just to show me how dumb I am, sir. Real stupid, sir. Now, I know that. So all I could think to myself was, why didn't I know that? Because you can be doing something so much, so many times, every blue moon, it'll take one thing. If you don't use your equipment all the time, like I don't use my generator. I didn't used to use it every day. Now I do. I just shook my head. You can get so tired, burnt out. Luckily, that wasn't a bomb because I'd be dead, right? You got to take it easy. You got to take it easy. You got to get your rest. Don't get stressed out, especially over social media or nobody on it for that matter. Don't get stressed out over this stuff. What a mess. She started it with one pool. Brrr. And I know Honda. And I kept telling her it won't start. My Honda start with 1 or 2 pulls every time. She said, that's because you choking it. It don't need to be choked. I said, I'm not choking it. Little girl, she was young too, I'm gonna say she was about 25, 26. Turned that switch back off. Like, you dummy. I seen the dummy look in her eyes, and you know what? I gave it to her. You can have that, because the way you looking at me is how I feel. You can get so burned out and stressed out for not using that you won't use your head. You need some rest. You need some water. Hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. Okay? Hydrate. So everybody, thank you for that. I love you. And I'm out. Got work to do. It ain't even over yet. It's still early. All right, y'all. Peace.